Hello? Hello?
Hi.
Hello? Is everyone
Hi.
here? Hi. Hello. Hi. Hello. Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Are there peoples here? Maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit. Hi. Hello. Everyone's redeeming so many cookies. What the fuck? Fopped him scare. Bah! Why are my buttons not working? Hello. Hi. Boo. Boo. Ooh, 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 ooh. Hello. Oh, does it because I redid my stream, did it like reset the cookie counter? I hope I didn't fuck up anyone's streams. Hello. Hi everybody. Ow! Dude, it got so angry the moment I got pissed off. Just hello. Hi. Hello everybody. Hello. Hi. Hello. Why are my buttons not working? This is annoying. Hello. Ooh.
Parable.
Thank you for the 300 bits. Also, I will take off my clothes for you. Do not worry. Some of my toggles are not working today, so bear with me. I'm trying to catch up. You're playing Taylor Swift after that? To be fair, I do like Taylor Swift. Hello. Good morning. Hi. I'm so happy. I'm so happy I'm back. How have y'all been? Talk to me. Talk to me, bitches. Love, thank you so much for the follow. The tier 1 sub and the hype train. Woo! Thank you for the hype train. You know what? I don't talk to Hey! You better talk to these fops. See these fops over here? You know what? Hang on. I'm gonna change one of my You know what? If you're gonna talk like that, Cam, go outside. Right now. Go outside. Right out the window. It's been a long time since you streamed and I already had 1,000 points saved up. How am I doing? I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. I'm doing really good, especially now that I'm back. Now I'm back, I feel a lot better. No, but thank you so much for the 75 stream streak. That's knocking butts. And thank you, Crow, for the 10 months. I missed you. Well, I missed you. I missed y'all so much. It's been weeks. It's been weeks! I'm happy to be back. I miss streams so much. I'm not gonna lie. I was trying my hardest not to cry earlier. I'm just so happy to be back. Second 75 streak. I'm like so out of it too. Like I spent like all day yesterday trying to figure out what the fuck I wanted to stream. I was like trying, but it's my mom's birthday. Tell your mom I said happy birthday. That's awesome. How old is she turning? Who's the cutie on my screen? I'm not the cutie. Wanna know who the cutie is? Wait, that's the cutie. I think y'all can agree. That's the cutie right there. Am I wrong? I do love grapes. Grap. I love grap. I love grap. Also, I hope you like the cameras. I might have acquired Shoost recently. I've acquired Shoost. And so you get a nice little experience. Yeah, did y'all know that I have Shoost enabled right now? It's so fucking cool. Like, hang on. Like, oh. Yeah. That's an option. That's what I like to see. You have no idea how I've missed. Don't say that. We're gonna make me all gushy and stuff. Lower, hey! Wait a second. Hang on. When I say stuff like that, I'm gonna get a little gushy. You get happy. Me get a tummy window. That is true. I do have tummy window. No stummy window. Tail. Yeah, you get tail today. Cause Fob happy. I gotta say hi to everybody. Holy shit, like so many people were talking in chat. I can't catch up to everybody. So many people. Also didn't realize I got cut off. I might need to fix that. Hi Crow, hi Sin, hi Nun, hi Luft. I don't remember you from last stream. You must be a recent person. Thank you so much for the level 1 hype train. Hello Nova, hello Cam, hello Satana. I might repeat people by accident. Hi Fyra, hi Yemiko, hi. I'm trying to see if there's anyone else that I'm missing. Am I missing anybody? Oh, Luxor. Luxor! Hi! Hi. Oh, we're playing 21 Pilots right now? You're making me cry? Yeah. Fuck no. Don't do that to me. I'm making a grilled ham and cheese sandwich. Good. I'm gonna drink my soda and my subs. No, I need to. Dude, there's so much that happened these past 2 weeks. I don't even know what to talk about. Y'all need to help me. Y'all need to help me talk about things. I'm so rusty. What's sub stories today? Pyro Power. Pyro Power. We have ham, cheese, bread, mayo, and mustard. Ooh. I don't know if I'm into mustard, honestly. Mustard is kind of one of those things where I'm like, I don't know. Sorry. I'm not used to seeing that lower third show up on screen. I'm so rusty. I don't I don't know how to talk to people anymore. But oh my gosh. Okay, so let's start from the beginning. Um, I found a very interesting food combination that is very interesting but very good. Marshmallows wrapped in pepperoni. I mean, it's like bordering on the edge of like candied like candied sausage, but it's sticky, like really sticky. So unless it's crystallized in some way, or one way or another, I don't know if I'm into that. But I do agree with the idea of like a savory sweet thing. Like dick. I'll show you something sticky. Good. You think the unhingedness is over? You're fucking wrong. Nothing. In fact, if anything, I'm even more riled up. Also, thank you for the 60 stream streaks, Tata. Yum factor only increases if you cook it over fire. That's true. Dude, do you know how... Oh, I was almost gonna get mad. Oh. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna air my dirty laundry. Do you know how... Hang on. Okay. I want to air my dirty laundry because do you know how much I love kissing y'all? Going on. You know? Do you know how much I love kissing y'all? Because here's the thing. A certain person, y'all know the certain person, would get really upset at me about me doing that instead of the blah whenever everyone followed. Y'all might have noticed after a certain event that I went back to, instead of saying blah all the time, I went more often. I love I love making out with y'all. No, but you know, anyways, what was I talking about? Oh, right. Okay, so someone spray her. She's being horny. Don't spray me. Actually, don't spray me. Don't spray me. Don't spray me. Don't actually spray me because I don't know if it's set up. Also, the head pat's not set up. Don't redeem those. Don't redeem them. I'm being serious. Do not redeem them. I have to disable them. There are things that I have not set up because I don't have the assets for them anymore. Or at least not yet. I have to go find them. And that's gonna make sense once we get to... Can't test the spray, don't test the spray. Because I don't have the asset. I do not have the asset. Yeah, you can't redeem... You can't refund the spray, but you can refund the head pat. But... It's not a matter of testing it. I can show you in VTS. I do not have the assets right now. And then I'm going to explain why with what happened and why I've been gone for the past 2 weeks. So, I've been very frustrated lately because my computer has had many issues. Not only with streaming, as y'all might have known, it's been happening for a few months, and why I've had these long spurts of trying to figure out what the issue is, right? And I think I know what the problem is now, which I will leave for the end of this rant. So y'all gotta stay on stream. Y'all the assets, we do have the assets. That is true. I do indeed have the. I mean, you can't really see my ass, but we work with what we have. You get tits, you get tits, and that's about it. But if I'll pay my bills and bring dog food to my house in 10 minutes, just give me a collar and leash and we're done. Give me a collar and leash and it's the deal. But don't get me sidetracked. This is important information. It's not like that. I didn't know what you meant. Wait. I didn't know what you meant. I thought you meant, like, I can't pay your bills. What money do you think I have? I don't have any money. Y'all can fight me for this, but for some reason my laptop runs Microsoft Edge better than Google Chrome, so we backlap. Yippee! We're all fixing technology today. You can't fix me though. I'm already lobotomized. Anyways, so shut the fuck no. God damn it, Cam. But let me actually yap. I'm gonna clip this, by the way. Fuck. Okay. Let me explain. Okay. So, being lobotomized is fine because there's plenty of willing heads in the audience for you to take it to your head instead. True. What's the phrase like? Yes, I am lobotomized. That's why I'm so silly and fun. Okay, I'm getting sidetracked. So, for the past few months, that's right, chat, months, I have been having this. We need soul screams. That's starting like Satana! Wait. Satana! I'm glad y'all enjoy that bit too. So for the past few months, I have been having these these really bad tech issues. And y'all have seen them firsthand, where like the stream would get like really laggy, like frame drops would happen a lot. Like my capture from the game would like I think the term is reframe itself. What it really is like a position offset. Which is really weird because you'd think like if you offset your capture, it would just have like black around it, but instead it overscans in a way. I don't even know how to like explain it, but it would offset. I remember when your computer used to have a stroke. It literally, that's what we're talking about. Okay, that's what we're talking about. So this was happening for a few months, and I've done a lot of things. I have replaced the thermal paste in the computer. I have literally opened up my AIO and replaced the coolant with water, which I think is going to actually like ruin the AIO, but beside the point. I have done a lot of things to try to fix this, right? I even went as far as to arming my CPU. That still has not fixed it. At the same time, I have been trying to edit on this on my streaming PC, and for some reason, I would always have issues with my computer just kind of falling apart when I get to a certain level of effects. And that level of effects seem really not that much. It doesn't seem like it's that much. Like, I would add like a motion and a color effect, and it would start hitching to the point where I have to enable render caching. So I'm doing a lot of these things, and this was after the RMA. So I got the RMA back, everything seemed to be fine, and then like a week or so into streaming, we noticed that it was happening again. And so I'm kind of, and Firefox before has actually told me that there's a chance that it could be like a software thing, like OBS has a weird bug, something like that. And so this is not Cam's fault, but I was talking with Cam about it, and Cam, Psydog, gave me the idea of reinstalling my Windows. I still feel so bad. It's okay, because I agreed to do it, and I'm the one that went through the process. The thing that happened was my fault. So I I went to go to I didn't reinstall, I didn't like wipe Windows 11 entirely. I wanted to install it on a secondary drive. And I did. I installed it on a secondary drive, and for some reason, whenever I would boot back into, when I would try to launch Windows, this was in the peak of Microsoft having the worst Windows updates ever. I won't go into full detail, but to keep it brief, whenever you start Windows, or whenever you like install Windows to your system, you have that little setup process, right? You have to put in your network information and sign into your Microsoft account, except I did a local account because fuck Microsoft. I like that whole process, right? But the problem is that the what's called the OOBE, or out of box experience, was failing to load. But I didn't know that at the time. I just thought that the setup failed, right? Oh, you're not playing Bandito right now. Not Bandito Leave the City. Don't do that. Oh, that's a pull. Dude, I love old Monster Cat. But basically, you know, how the whole setup process, that setup was broken at the time. But I didn't know that at the time. I just thought that the setup, like the image that I had, like the install USB that I had, like the image was broken on it. And so I tried to reinitialize it, and it still wasn't working. It felt really weird. So I like do this a couple of times, right? I'm trying to reinstall it a couple of times, still not working. But there was one time. There was one moment where it was actually working. Like, I installed Windows and it was working fine. And so I go through the whole, like, I thought it was fine. I go through my whole setup. And then I get to the point where, I should probably initialize the I should start like getting access to the other C drive so that I can start pulling stuff off of it. I can wipe it and then go through the whole process. But something was off. For some reason. I can't find my C drive. I can't find it. I go to disk management, and it's still not there. There's a utility called diskpart, and diskpart will let you actually look at the drives that are in your system. And so I go to list my disks, find the one that's my current C drive, the one that I'm installed to, and what do I see? But my main SSD drive was completely wiped. Entirely. Okay, well, okay, hang on. Well, hang on. I wouldn't say that the whole thing was wiped. Okay, right? But I thought about that on the fly, by the way. But no. So that entire drive was wiped. That entire drive was entirely wiped. But not entirely. I keep saying entirely. It's not entirely wiped. Entirely wiped would mean I'd zeroed the whole damn thing. I didn't. I just, did like the delete all partitions, install Windows. So I literally stopped doing everything because I did not want to cause more damage to this, right? I still wanted to get my files back. Because that's like OBS settings, Stream Deck icons, like media that I may or may not have copies of. Luckily I do have copies of like every single asset I have. Delete System 32. Not to that degree, you know, but you know, pretty close. But I stop what I'm doing. I text my manager. I'm like, hey, I need help. I fucked up really bad. And I start going through the process of trying to install Windows onto the other drive. Okay, so here's what happened. Okay, here's what happened. Can I pull up like an image of the like? Hang on, let me see if I can pull up an image of the System 30 Windows install disk screen. That'll work. Okay, so I'm gonna pull this up on screen. Or not, because for some reason I can't drag things onto my fucking bullshit. I can't even begin to see the amount of bullshit. Hang on, let me move myself over here so that I get for image screen. Okay, so this is what you see when you try to install Windows. And the problem that you might notice is that they're just numbers, right? There's no way for me to tell what drive is which I did the right thing. I went to that disk part thing I mentioned earlier and looked up which disk is which. So I knew which number had Windows on it. So actually, would it be better if I don't want to move to another screen? Basically, so imagine disk part says that so we have two drive types, right? We have the Samsung 990 and the WD SN700, whatever. So the SN700 is the one we want to install to. The 990 is the main drive. The SN700 is like disk 4, and the 990 is disk 2. So we know that disk 2 is the bad one, and disk 4 is the right one. Actually, no, it's reversed. Disk 4 is the 990 Pro, disk 2 is the SN700. So disk 2, we wipe, because we want to make sure that that's available for us to install our stuff to. So we go through it, we realize it bugged. So we go back and wipe disk 2 again. Assuming we know that disk 2 is supposed to be the right drive. What do y'all think was the right drive? Spoiler alert, yeah, it wasn't. Between boots, the disk order changed, where the 990 became disk 2. And so I installed it to the 990, assuming it was the SN700, because as you saw from this image, there's no way for you to know which one is which unless you go through disk part every single time. And I'm just going to be honest. I'm a lazy daughter of a bitch. I don't know. I'm a lazy son of a bitch, okay? So, I go through this whole setup process. Right? And I'm trying my best to look into like recovery tools, things like that. Can't really find anything. Well, actually, before we get to that point, I'm still trying to install Windows to this damn thing, and it's still not working. I can't for the life of me figure out why I can't install Windows to this thing. So I eventually end up just installing. By the way, you can install Windows to a USB. Did you know that? You can install Windows to a USB. And if you do that, you have what's called Windows to Go. you can have Windows to go on a USB stick. And so that's what I did. I installed Windows to a USB stick. And I partition one of my drives so that I can kind of read the drive, see what's on there. And I try a couple tools, nothing seems to be working. One of the tools that I try to use kind of gave me a bit of an issue. It was kind of giving me a bunch of errors all the time. Something about a page file. Shut up! Thank you so much for 11 months! Thank you! She is back. I am back. Hello. Hi. But it's kind of giving this error about a page file. Oh, like, that's weird. I guess it is it's not like a big drive, right? But it's like not a small drive, you know? I thought it'd be enough for a page file. Besides, I have 64 gigabytes of memory. Why am I running out of memory in general? Why am I needing a page file? But you know what? I need a page file for some reason. Okay, fine. I go and remove the page file. It's an advertised drive. Yeah, it's pretty. I don't know. It's pretty small. I mean, do y'all want to see it? Do y'all want to see my drive? Yeah, do y'all want to see my drive? Dude, why do things install as AVIF? That's dumb. I hate those file formats. Why is everything in AVIF? Dude, I can't show AVIF images on screen. I swear they force you to use AVIF files just so that you have to like go to the website. Yeah, I don't know if y'all have experience with these kind of drives, chat. I don't know. They seem pretty small to me. Seems pretty small. Y'all agree, chat? What song is this? Oh, it's Wilbur. Skip. Sure, I'll take that. You know, things are small. It's average. Hey, I mean, whatever makes your dick feel better. Anyways, but it's like, you know, it's like 64 gigs, 128 gigs. You know, it's small, but you know, usable in a sense. And so I'm like, okay, well, I have enough memory. I'm not really like pushing this thing that hard. Let me just remove the page file. Which is a bad idea. You shouldn't do that, chat. But I did remove the page file. I rebooted, and for some reason, sorry. For some reason, it wouldn't go away. The error is still there. The page file error is still there. Page file is still there. So I'm looking around the options for page files, and I noticed something. There's a bunch of drive letters there that say system managed page file. And one of those drives, unfortunately, was the main drive that I need to get data off of. I hate this bit so much. So okay, let me explain. So, a page file, right, is whenever the memory in your system. So I have 64 gigs of memory, right, of RAM. When your RAM runs out, it uses your drive as sort of like an overfill, right? And what I assume Microsoft did for Windows to Go to avoid, your drives kind of like running out of space, or like, killing itself in Minecraft, unaliving itself. There you go. Um Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. My laugh's not that interesting. Shut up. Ram me, mommy. Okay. But what I assume when Microsoft did with Windows to Go is to avoid the drive unaliving itself early with having a bunch of writes for the page file, that it uses whatever drives exist on the system to, offload those writing processes to it. The problem with that is when you have a computer that you need to get data off of and you don't want to touch what damage you already did to it, you leave it alone. And me leaving it alone means that the Windows install that I had on that drive, I did not touch because I did not want to break it any further. But because it is a usable partition, it mounted on boot. And because of that, Windows to Go used it as a page file, or a place to use the page file on. So as it was churning through this recovery process, it was doing a bunch of writes to that drive. So at this point, I was kind of at a loss. Firefox did agree, although I kind of only realized now that I forgot to give him the image. Firefox, if you're watching this, I'm sorry. I forgot. It's on my NAS, I think. But yeah, I kind of forgot to send it to him. But it was send it to him and wait for him to find it. Wainwright was kind enough to agree to send my drive to a data recovery service, but as I said, I kind of forgot to do that. So I took the best option, which is to start over, which sucks because my OBS is gone. All of my OBS stuff is gone. My Stream Deck was reset, which is fine because it was already a mess in the first place. All of my editing stuff, like Resolve stuff, was gone, which included pending projects that I had for Eerie, which sucked. Luckily, we did finish them. So if you saw a couple of shorts that might seem a bit familiar, that was me. Hi. I had to like remake a bunch of like chat boxes and stuff. That was so annoying. But I kind of got everything back together. But that, hang on, let me find the actual date of it. Oh, Firefox's AC died. That sucks. Yeah, so that was okay. So that was mid-June. That was mid-June. Is that position open? Hey, listen. I'd rather yeah, actually, you know what? Yeah, no, I'd rather sit on y'all. I'd rather sit on y'all. Listen, as long as you got a good nose and a good tongue. But oh, chat, I need to make this very clear. If y'all were using the !clip command, it does not work right now. I have to do it manually. See, I can still do exclamation point clip in the chat, but I have to manually press the button. Yeah, I also streamer bot had to be reset, so there's a few things that I've had to fix. However, you still get this. You still get that. And hi, obviously. I'm actually that happened yesterday, by the way. Cam was on call with me when I freaked out about the fact that I lost the hi sound. I still have it. Hi. It's on my computer. I found it. I actually was on my computer. I think it was I had a backup on my NAS. Hi. Which, by the way, y'all should have a NAS. It's a good thing. Hi. 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 Never been so hyped for a job application? What for? What's the job application for? Hi. Ooh, we get to talk about emotes for a bit too. Talk about emotes too. Give me a bit, but we can talk about emotes too because I've made an improvement as well. But so I made the decision to just start fresh, which is not a bad thing. Sometimes it's a good thing. So I had to find whatever resolve stuff I had left. Oops. My bad. But I started fresh. I had to grab whatever resolve stuff I had left. And I didn't really touch OBS until like this week. So we're just gonna start with the resolve for a bit. Resolve is such a hard thing to chase down because resolve is a kind of a mixed bag. So if you take like Premiere for instance, most of it's actually just CPU optimized. And then like only a few things are GPU optimized, mainly just encoding. Like if you're trying to take your edit into an actual footage. Oh, okay, that was Taylor Swift. I was like, I thought that was Drake, and I was like, fuck no, why are you here? But Resolve, the program I edit in, is very much a like GPU and CPU kind of a mixed bag, you know? It's able to balance itself. Balance. It's supposed to balance itself properly. But if you can't tell, kind of doesn't. So, Jax, what did you send? Jax, what did you send? Yeah, no clip links. Sorry. I can't really like discriminate like any links except for clips, so all clips are banned. But that's why if you join the Discord at !Discord, I have a clips channel and you can send clips there. But and I like, and to be fair, now I know you're in the Discord. I'm just, you know, I'm plugging. I'm being a content creator. I'm doing my job. Okay. Don't fault me for me doing my job. Okay. I'm doing my job. Bye. I made like beer. Thank you, Sin. But so Resolve is balanced. I'm doing air quotes right now. You can't say it, but I'm doing air quotes. Balanced with CPU and GPU. And I have a decent system. I have a 14900K. I have a 4070. And I think RTX 4000. I think, thanks to Cam for doing that. Thank you. However, it's still really slow. And I stumble on a program by the wonderful Puget Systems called Puget Bench, which actually does a DaVinci Resolve benchmark to see how well your system performs. And I notice how poorly my CPU is performing. You know? Like, it's not that bad, but it's not that great either. and I start going down this rabbit hole trying to figure out like what is the issue. And someone actually mentioned that it might be VRAM focused. And so Cam actually ended up stumbling on what's called an RTX A4000. It's a GPU that has like 16 gigabytes of VRAM. And I don't really have one. And Cam was nice enough to give it to me. So I had it, I tried it, and it still wasn't doing that great. In fact, it did even worse on the CPU. And I have a friend. I will not say their name because I know they're bears. Actually, they probably don't care. My friend RX. They're a good friend of mine. I asked them about it. I talked to them about it, and they have a all AMD system. It's like a 56 AMD Ryzen 5600G and like a 6700 XT, which is, if you can't do the math, significantly less performant than my computer. And yet they're doing these like AMVs that are like super like highly edited and have no issue whatsoever. And I can't understand this. And so I asked them, and I'm like, hey, and I asked them about it, and their recommendation is like, you should just buy like a 9060 XT or something. And I don't, and y'all know me, I'm unemployed. I have no money. Whatever money I have, I'm grateful to have. And to be fair, I just got like, you know, I got paid from Erie, and I'm very grateful for Erie to have like commissioned me. And so I'm like, do I like spend like $500 on a GPU? And begrudgingly, I agree. Also, no, I don't want to listen to Lil Nas X. I love the dude, but I know. Sure. And I say fuck it. I spend $500. I get an A60 XT. Yeah, that shit didn't help. That didn't do anything for my performance. It did help in Fusion, I will say that much, but it kind of made everything else worse, effectively. And it was enough where I was like, I kind of want to go back to using the 4070. Plus, I was having issues where like Resolve would crash a lot. And I kind of need a stable system for my streaming PC. I'd rather the gaming PC crash than the streaming one. So I still have it. Don't get me wrong. I still have the 9060, but it's in my gaming PC now. And actually, it runs really well. I tried Cyberpunk. Monster Hunter Wilds runs so good on it. Like, it's weird how good it runs compared to the 4070, but it does. I guess that's what 16 gigabytes of VRAM does for you. Raw performance. You know, peepo wow. And it wasn't until and so there were two things that I realized recently. One from RX, which told me about this cool trick that I cannot tell you because he told me not to tell people, but there's a cool trick you can do to improve performance. I'll say this, it involves render caching. That's as much as I'll tell you. It involves render caching, but not in the way that you think it does. Which is why it runs so good, and so it kind of pissed me off. But it's a good way. It's a good system. I end up using it at the end of the lung form, which is a lung form is coming soon, chat. I won't tell you when, but it's soon. And then it wasn't until last night that I kind of realized, well, I realized this like last week, but it was like solidified today. So I've kind of had a multi-GPU setup for a while. I also blame for that one. And I kind of just like stuck with it. And I didn't really like think too much about it because I was like, it helps performance with like stream and stuff. I don't mind it. But I kind of noticed that there was a lot of like stability issues that I've had since that point. And while Resolve didn't run better, it seemed to be a lot more stable having one GPU. And it wasn't until, even when I have only one GPU enabled in Resolve, it was still like, it still was more stable with the GPU completely removed, right? And it wasn't until today, or sorry, last night. I guess it was that day, but whatever. It wasn't until last night when I was with Cam, and Cam can vouch for this. The stuttering happened again, where my mouse freezes, everything freezes, and it's like kind of weird. Because the last minute when I was moving my computer, which you saw a couple days ago, I moved my desk to a different place. I've rearranged my room. So this soundbite for review. Oh fuck. That's up to Zatada to add it. But I noticed last second that but like last second before I reassembled my desk, I threw the A4000 back in because I was gonna think about like just selling the GPUs for some extra money. And if there was any GPUs I wanted to keep, it was the 9060 XT 4070, obviously. I also want to keep the A4000 because I think it's a cool card. Unfortunately, having more than one GPU in my computer is what was causing the stability. Not the CPU, although the CPU was having overheating issues. It was probably going to die at one point or another anyways. CPU wasn't the issue. Getting different GPUs to put in my computer, not the issue. It was just having more than one GPU. I removed it now, and stream is stable. I have Shoost running, and VTube Studio, and VBridger, and like all of my other programs. It's fine. Single slot with 16 gigabytes of RAM and the same cores. Yeah, but it's like it's a decent computer. If anything, I'd put it in my gaming PC, but it's not a gaming GPU, so we are back. We are finally here. A good song I logged in. I'm glad you like the music. Yeah, I had to restart stream like right at the beginning just because I had to enable the VOD track, otherwise I'd get my VOD like be basically muted the entire time. But I mean it doesn't matter because it'll only be on YouTube. YouTube has the second. But anyways, anyways, hi Snivy. Hi hon. But we're back. We're finally here. We're here. We exist. Why is something's wrong with my something's wrong with my hotkeys. For some reason it doesn't like let's say press it once and then I can't press it. Well, actually no, it did press it multiple times, but it then just stopped working. That's weird. Anyways, but we're back. We're back. We're here. Hello. I'm excited. Do y'all love Shoost, by the way? Like, hang on. I'll turn everything off, right? So this is the default setup, right? Y'all know and love this look. This is the classic look in a way. I don't really know what you consider classic, but hey, classic look, right? Ethereal looking fop, right? So yeah, obviously we have the camera, so we can do the movements and stuff. Did y'all notice that there's actually a parallax effect? If I go to this scene and I move left and right, do you notice how like the background moves slower than I do? I love that. I love that effect. Also, yeah, titties. You happy? You enjoying yourselves? Enjoying yourself? Look at the shit. Enjoying yourselves now. But do that. Also, I do like this scene. So, I kind of have that. if I switch to this and I enable the pan, it's gonna kind of track my tail just because it doesn't really know how else to follow it. Oh, I didn't mean to turn that up. Shit. It doesn't know what else to do, so it just follows it. Which is not supposed to do, so. What do you mean lower? Hey. Fine, you get one more time. Happy? Hentai dio. But I'm not supposed to be doing that, but it's also cute that yeah, exactly. That's why I have it off. I liked it, right? But also at the same time, I don't really mind if I don't move this model on my chatting screen. I'm okay with that. But you have your camera switcher, obviously. You have the little camera switcher. We have a little bit of dust in the air. You might have noticed that it's a little dusty in the room. Not perfect fop, unfortunately, but it's a little dusty in here. Add a little bit of an iris blur. You can't really notice it, but you see around the corners a little bit of a blur right there. Get a little bit of a rim light, you know? Give yourself a little bit of effect from the lights behind me. You know, it is what it is. I don't think I used the flare. If I use the flare, it's like very... Oh yeah, the intensity's at 0, no wonder. Where is it? It's not working. Oh, it is working. Okay, never mind. That's weird. Anyways, is that a RimWorld reference? No! I don't even know what RimWorld is. Is there color correction? There's not color correction. And then we have the screen effect. But by the way, I had to do a lot of work to get what you see here today working. Because here's the thing. You can't really add like fancy video things, right? Can't really do that. Because if I go to my background, the background's actually not in VTube Studio. This is separate. Usually I've had it in OBS. But in this instance, for a while I've wanted I've wanted the ability to kind of separate my background. You've seen it before where I've had different like visual effects where like the image that I'm showing off is actually kind of behind me because it's separated and stuff. But the issue that I've had before was for me to do that sort of thing. Ooh, peek. For me to do that sort of thing, I've had to basically open up a second VTube Studio session and have the background on that. But the problem is for me to use things like the keybinds and stuff, I have to attach the for me to keybinds. I still have a model in there. That's why sometimes you've had like double effects before. But yeah, I've had to use a second studio session just to have the background. And I won't clarify any further, but you might have noticed something's missing. I won't say anymore. If you know, you know. And if you're the person who got affected, hey, guess what? Fuck you. Anyways. I had to get my background revisioned. The FOP moved to Night City. Oh, y'all went Night City? Bam. There you go. Although I will say, FOP controls the sun. You're right. I do control the sun. Ooh. I had to get my background revisioned anyways. So part of it, I asked 7MC, I'm like, hey, can you like give me renders, like loopable renders of the with the transparency behind me, so I can still have it like an OBS or whatever. And he was happy enough to give it. I don't think I paid for it though. I think it was just like a deliverable thing, but they were willing to do it for me, which thank God. They usually never have to pay for that. But they might have forgotten to separate the doll that was on my desk. Which they usually do, but they kind of forgot in this instance. So I had to I think it was gonna be like $100, and they knocked off $25 just because it was their mistake. So cool. But I had to get a revision. I got it revisioned. I got files, but the problem is that I can't just drop in the file, because it doesn't really work that way. I got put on ads. No. So I couldn't just drop in the video file with the transparency, because Shoost doesn't support webms for the backgrounds, or like the upload file format. They don't support webms. They don't support any transparent video formats. So even though that they have like spout to capture, so I was already going to have to bring in OBS to get our wonderful little chat over here into the stream. So I had to so I started working on my OBS stuff. I brought in, the background and stuff. I was going to bring in my chat, and I realized, oh, I have my chat, but I don't have a way. I don't have like my key, so I can like show my chat, And I use Slime 2, so I went to Slime 2's website, and I noticed there's no login screen. Like there used to be like a login button, but that's not there anymore. And I start looking around, and I find out that they actually updated Slime 2, which is awesome. But I don't really have the time to like. I don't really have the time to work on anything right now, so or like to do any coding and stuff. I don't want to update it, so I just wanted to like get the old key. You can't. You just can't. If anyone here, because I know there's some people who stream or watching my stream, if you at all have a new Slime 2, like the old like legacy Slime 2, and you have like the Twitch key option, keep it. Hold it with your fucking life. If you have to, don't actually do this, but if you absolutely have to, make a private GitHub repo and upload your chat with it, with the key. But do it private. Make sure it's a private repo. Otherwise, people will have your Twitch key. Not stream key, but like, be smart. But yeah, I did not have mine anymore. So I had to make a choice. Either I'll repo your okay, Satata. Jesus Christ. I need a drink. Hang on. I was in some stuff when I was younger. No! Get Shawn Mendes out of my shit. Absolutely not. You know what? I'll play this song. I just opened it. It's a single line. We could have copied mine. Well, no, because it's a key, Cam. It's a key. Hang on. Just pasting your Twitch key. Well, it's not mine. You need the one from mine. I don't know why I'm looking. I'm just gonna open up window capture real quick. Do y'all see something? Do y'all see something? Do you see that? Do you see that? I'll just take a look at it. Yeah, let me look at this. What's in this? What's in this file? Yeah, there's a key. I can't just use it. Don't bend over. It's a trap. What? Anyways, so I had to make a choice before I found out that apparently I have the key. Which is either update it to the newest one, or I don't. or I don't, and I or I don't, and I just upload the fuck am I thinking? Or I don't update it because I've been thinking about moving over to Stream Elements for my chat. Now, I do end up using Stream Elements in some ways. Basically anything that's Foxtail, if it's not local on my computer, it uses Stream Elements. And I have on my gaming screen, I have the option to have an overlay. I have one. I made one myself, and the text on it uses that too. I just don't really use it. But I decided to go down the Stream Elements route. So, in the chat over here, you do now have the option to type GigaChat. You do have the option to type GigaChat. I don't have any other 7TV emote options available, as far as I know, but if you're a person who prefers to use 7TV, yeah, that's not on there. I could add it though. That's probably not that hard. Let me see if I can just add that quickly. Add to favorites. Y'all should be able to do exclamation point emotes, and that should tell you which ones exist. Let me add. Don't see anything. I'm gonna add this here so that way I can just hit refresh. It updated on Chat Arena, but it didn't update on the other thing. Hang on. I needed to open up my actual background. Should tend source not visible. There we go. Try it again. Should work now. No! How the fuck? You were adding the best emote to ever exist. It's not working. Why is it not working? Hang on. I think there's something I have to do with Stream Elements to actually force it to update. Soleil, channel settings. I don't know how to make it work. How do I make it work? I don't remember. I don't remember. Oh. Oh, emotes. Refresh emotes. Ha! Is it working now? Fuck! Hang on. Hang on. Why can't I update the fucking... Why can't I... Work. Yeah! Oh, that took so much work. I hate that. There we go. The power. But I think I have in... I have to check suggestions. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna close this. I don't like that thread. I'm gonna create a new thread. This is gonna be 7TV emotes and others. Okay. So I created a thread in the suggestions channel in the Discord, exclamation point Discord in the chat. But if you submit, you can submit custom emotes to that thread, and I or mods can add it. I need to make sure that I can add mods to be able to update it. I think I can. Let me check. I think I can. I should be able to. Sorry, I like this music. I don't listen to a lot of all that stuff. Of like of K-pop. But mods, if you have 7TV accounts, let me know so I can add you to it, and that way y'all can check the suggestions channel and add emotes when they pop up. So many people fuck. People fuck Among Us fuck. Violet and red lights. Listen, you already got violet and red over there. But yeah, just feel free to submit them into there, and I will check them out through stream, or mods can. But yeah, that's where I've been for the past few weeks. This is Sandwich and Doritos. Pog. Love that shit. Love it. I'm so excited. I can't leak anything yet, but I'm excited for this coming month. Because it's my debut. Yeah, that's why. It's my debut anniversary. I'm gonna try to do something interesting. I don't know if it's gonna be a good interesting, but I hope y'all hope whatever I come up with it'll be good. No, not yet. Not yet. It's next month. August 1st. It's my debut anniversary, okay? It's August 1st. Don't give the congrats yet. Happy early debut. There you go. don't trip, Curtly. It's next month. It's next month. But talk to me. How's y'all's date? How's y'all's stuff been? How have y'all been since I've been gone? I've been here long, but it's been a good short while. Yeah, it's been a bit. It's at least been a few weeks. It's been a few weeks, and I'm exhausted. I actually freaked out last night multiple times because I thought that I was gonna be very eepy. Being out so long, I moved to call it. I mean, like it has okay. It hasn't been that long, but like you make it sound like it's been like years. And to be fair, it has felt like it's been so long. Do you like? Okay, I'm gonna be a bit personal real quick. Also, I'm not playing this song. I like it, but I've gotten tired of it. By that, um, I so if y'all noticed, a few weeks, no, a few weeks ago, a few days ago, I posted about how I was pissed at my the state Medicaid system because it's been over 60 days now, and they have not even read my application. Um, yes, I'm like, yeah. While you're gone, I got married. I have 5 kids and a dog. Yeah. um, I'm frustrated because even my own management has said that I should consider taking therapy, and I want to take therapy. Like, don't get me wrong, I do think I need therapy. But the problem is I don't have a job. I can't really take a job because I'm so focused on like making content creation be like the thing I do. That I can't really take a job because it's too much time out of my hands. And I freak out about like the concept of like me leaving. Um, I just realized what you said in chat. Um, but the reason why I'm so terrified about stream is this is kind of my therapy. It's my escape from the monotony that my life has been for the past like 2 years now that I've been streaming. And it's not that I hate it. I don't hate it. I love everything that I do. But I am tired. I'm incredibly exhausted at times. Um I even freaked out a few days ago because I thought that I didn't want to edit anymore. And I don't really have people in my life who want to edit for me. I've I've had people approach me to help edit and then just leave me on red. They give so much hype into the idea of helping me, and then I don't hear back from them for a week, and I just assume that they just don't reach out. There's one person who joined like recently and was like so excited to help me out. I even gave them like a VOD to work on. And he said they'd reach back out to me the next day for at least like a progress report. It's been like a couple of weeks. It's at least been since I left. And I'm tired. I'm tired of having to edit everything myself. I wish I could have help, and I literally can't afford it. And I'm tired. I can't ask people for help because I want to pay them because it's such hard work. I literally fought and lost a 5-figure job because I was fighting for editors like right to creativity in a like agent like a creative agency that I thought had a lot of potential to get people who wanted to edit paid what they're worth. And then they got to turn into a fucking sweatshop. I take making sure that I take ensuring that editors are paid what they're worth seriously. And so I don't take work. At the same time, I'm tired. I'm not really expected to do a lot of long form editing, but I should be doing it once a month, and I can barely even manage doing it once in like a year. I managed to get this long form out just because I took the time. I had the time off. And I can't manage it anymore. I can't manage doing long forms myself. I just can't. I need help. I hope I can get it soon. I'm hoping. Also, hi Miu. I'm I want to cry, but I'm so focused on this music. Are crashed out multiple times since I've been gone because I kept getting frustrated from computers being just not working in my favor, obviously. And even this weekend, I've been rushing because I need to get my computer working. I need to get my stream set up. I need to finish cleaning my bedroom. I need to do stuff for my parents while they're gone in Nebraska. I couldn't meet my grandparents before they got moved into a retirement home. And I had to do that all in a few days, while also trying to make sure that I'm sleeping at a proper time, which I'm still not. I still end up falling asleep at like 4 in the morning, and I just managed to have 2 alarms set to wake me up. I'm so happy I'm back, but God, it hurts so much trying to get to this point. Hi, Denchi. If there's anything we could do for you, let us know. I wish. This is nothing against anybody here. I don't know how to say this without sounding mean, because I find it hard to trust people, because I've been proven multiple times, even recently, that people don't take things as seriously as I do. And clearly they don't, because if people took it as seriously as I did, people wouldn't be leaving me on red. If people were taking this as seriously as I wouldn't have to wait days for help. If people were taking this as seriously as I would, people would actually reach out to me asking me for help with editing. If I don't trust people, because I have often spoken out about these things that I need help, and then I hear nothing back from anybody. And so I just rough through it as much as I can. And I'll still do it, because this is what I want to do. I don't see myself doing anything else. I'm being serious when I say I panic. I panic a lot, because when I say that I see a dark end of the tunnel if I stop streaming, I mean that very literally. And that's me, obviously innuending to something. I love doing this. I appreciate doing this so much. I'm so privileged to be able to do this. And I don't want to go back to work. Work was painful. Work forced me to talk to a bunch of people. Like, I was doing contract work, and yet I was the one that had to reach out to people to find work and a job. And like, I was employed, and as a contractor, you're supposed to have a person who is finding jobs for you, otherwise you get let go. That's not how it worked there. I had to actually find the jobs myself. I had to be proactive. And while that obviously isn't me, that's not a common thing. And when you're in a situation where seniority means a lot more than your experience, I was forced out of my job. I couldn't do anything. And I would constantly get harassed when I worked in retail. Do I want to go back there? No. I was a pizza delivery driver, and I had to deliver pizza to a fucking crack house. I don't want to go back to retail. I don't want to go back to corporate. This is the one time I've felt so much joy working that I literally spend hours of my life doing just this, and I'm happy about it, but I can only do so much, and I can't ask people to help me, and I'm sorry that I don't ask enough. I'm trying. I'm really trying. I have been trying to work on projects, and I can't even believe that I can even do them just because I don't have the money to make it happen. I'm even told to like I still even pick up like even a part-time job, but I know myself. I know that if I lose the energy to work, what the fuck am I saying? I don't even know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. In reality, in reality, there's a reason why I wanted today to go well. Every time that I have to come back to stream, I want it to go well because this is my comfort space. It's the only comfort space I really have. It's the one place where I know it might not be that great, but at least it's working out. I've asked before. I mean, I've had I've had Discord messages go out asking people to help, and it doesn't really end up working out because nobody responds. I mean, I have an entire channel dedicated for like clippers, like people who clip on the channel, and that doesn't include people who like edit for me, but it also includes people who do like post like clip content, and I want to help them out. Like if you're a clipper and you want help with Resolve, I want to help you. Sorry, but I want to trust people, but I'm at a point now where I kind of have to take roles like shorts content like very seriously, which is why I like, okay, if y'all are being serious, right, and y'all actually really want to help, Here's what y'all can do. I need someone to mainly help me with long form content. Okay? That's the main focus. If someone is able to help me with long form content, that means the world. I can't pay you, and I genuinely wish I could. And so I will repay in any other way I can, whether it's knowledge or whatnot. Long form as in like lands, like, you know, like the like regular videos, non-shorts, you know, like stuff that's like 8-10 minutes long, around that ballpark. um that's only because I like, we can edit from here, come on people, there must be someone, right? um and if you don't know how to edit but you want to learn, I am here. I literally, I'm okay, I'm being so dead ass. If y'all want to learn how to edit, reach out to me. I will help you. You can't reach out to me over DMs. You can like ping me in general chat or something like that. You can make a ticket and the mods can let me know. But I'm willing to help people learn how to edit genuinely. I want to help people. You'll I think there are some people out there who do some really good work. I want to help them out. I have to learn how to edit if it means I can repay a favor when you got me on such. I appreciate it. And there's a few benefits, and you know what? I'll reveal. I'll like unfurl the curtain here in this regard. I have no obligation to post long form content, which is why I kind of recommend people, if you want to help me with editing, do long form content, because there is no expectation for that right now. If anything, it's like once a month, right? So there's a lot of time for that. And since I currently have an edit going out now, it says I have an edit going out right now. That means I have an entire month before the next one has to go out, right? And but the thing is that it does involve a lot of editing. But as long as you like, but like I said, I don't have an expectation for like how long it needs to take. And since we have a lot of time, there's a lot of training time as well. And I have a video in mind. So if somebody wants to help, we can start working on something like soon, you know? So there, but when it comes to like say shorts, for instance, I have to cut back on shorts. You might notice, chat, that there's only gonna be like 2 shorts a week. That's gonna change for the long form, but then it's gonna go back to being like 2 a week because I can't do anything. Yeah. Out of hang on, let me count. How many shorts do I have on my channel? Hi, Psycho. I want to give everyone kisses. So I have 157 shorts, and then like a few got pushed to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6, 7. So that's 164. I have 164 shorts. 2 of those shorts are not mine. So about 160 shorts on my channel, which is so if I hang on, 162 divided by 164. Oh my god. 162 divided by 164 is 99%. I have edited 99% of my videos on my channel. And outside of one long form, I've edited every single video. I need that many clothes. My laptop can do it, I can help, but I'll need to be in class with Roan. Pop edit class. That's fine. I'm happy to help. In fact, I'll say this, there is one person, I won't mention them because they're not in the Discord, But there is one person who has reached out with interest to help. Um, so you might be doing it with them as well. And that'll probably be around this weekend. Is when they said that they want to work on it. So I will let y'all know when that happens. um, but yeah, if y'all want to help, I appreciate it. Yeah, I will give tips where I can on how I can help with optimizing your PC. We're gonna be editing in Resolve, so that's probably like the best. Like mess around with it. Hell, if you want to, grab any VOD off of my YouTube, off of Twitch, um, or any clip on Twitch as well, um, and just fuck around if you want. So that way that at least y'all can have a good knowledge going into it. That you're like, oh, I know a few things, I can understand some of the stuff. Um, that's where I'd recommend, at least to just to figure out if your computers can handle it. Also, I'm doing good, Psycho. I kind of cried a bit earlier, but I'm happy to be back. And I'll be back to my regular scheduled programming tomorrow with Lego Batman. And then we're gonna play Mouse PI. I'm gonna try for Mouse PI to like finish the whole game if I can. I don't know how long it is, but I'm gonna try. Hi Civ. Hi. Hello. Mm-hmm. I need to see I'm actually gonna ping the person about it. Hang on. I think it's really funny how ADHD I am. I wanted to cut my cyberpunk pacifist around. I only got to the third part so far. Okay. Yeah, we might have to wait until this weekend for that. But it can happen. It can definitely happen. Actually, hang on. Rowan and my brain shutting off. Uh, Rowan and Lexor. When is the soonest y'all can call? Doesn't have to be today. It could be any other time, but. Also, Miu said something earlier. I missed it. Hang on. I'm happy they were willing to trust me when you did. With what? Oh, no, I trust you. Oh my god. I love you, Miu, so much. Anytime, literally any point in time when I'm not asleep is good for me. I might do it staggered just because I like yapping about editing anyways. I like yapping about editing. So maybe today. But it depends on Luxor, because Luxor might be sleeping soon. I think already said you'd be using DaVinci Resolve. And I have ways for you to get access to that if you need it. Do not worry. Yeah. I need to get on my laptop. No worries. 11 p.m. right now. Weekend is the best option. I can yap with you, Ron, at least. You know what? What we'll do is I'll have like a tonight, maybe after stream, because I'm getting a little tired. I definitely have not slept yet. Well, I have slept. I slept a few hours, but maybe not a lot. But I don't know if I can keep myself streaming for a while. So I might end up ending stream soon. But I'm an iron that can handle it technically, DaVinci 2, but I have a bit of problems when I'm working with other people. Danchi, if you want, um, we can try one little thing if you'd like. Either way, I'm a very reasonable person to work with, so I'm not like a pushover or anything like that. But I get it. I'm willing to. I don't know. I appreciate if you want to help, but I understand if you don't want to help. It's okay. Um, but we can do something in like an hour or two, and then I'll have like a proper one with everyone else this weekend. If y'all really want to help. Mm-hmm. But I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me today. I'm so happy that y'all are still around. I'm happy that this little guy's around. Look at him. He's so cute. Look at him. I'm also cute. Some things that people would like to be the first members of a new editing team. Yeah. I'm still nervous about it just because I don't want to. I want to pay y'all. I want to be able to pay y'all one way or another, but I'm not monetized on YouTube, so I have no money. The hope is that, I mean, no promises, right? But the hope is that like once the channel is monetized, I can at least pay like percentages of how well the videos perform. That's the idea. Hi, Pepper. Hello. Hi. Hello. And create channel with links and stuff so people can easily download and try. The links I can provide are not. I do not want to publicly talk about it. Pepper knows why. Pepper knows why. Mm-hmm. Imagine being Soul. Imagine being me. Imagine being hot and awesome and hot and sex. um. Yeah, I appreciate y'all. I wasn't. I'm being honest. I wasn't expecting people to show up today. So I'm happy that people showed up today. So many people did too. So many people did. I remembered my alerts. I also have Tangia. I also have Tangia. Tangia is here. Tangia is here. Sound alerts is here. My Twitch alerts are here. Oh yeah, I forgot. You can, if you do :3, it does that. If you do :3, it does that. Absolute cinema. I forgot I have that. Yeah, I definitely want y'all to like recommend some 7TV emotes. Yeah, y'all :3 while I find someone to raid, because I am feeling a little bit tired. Okay, Dunchi. Jesus Christ. It's not stream safe, but I want you to know anyway. What? I did. Oh yeah, I did a thing. It's not stream safe. But I want you to know anyway. Oh shit. Oh. Oh. I hope that wasn't inspired by something I did. HR Chan is jingling keys. I want to see the jingle keys. I want to see jingle keys. I want to go see jingle keys. We're gonna go see jingle keys. Okay. Oh yeah. Also remember to copy the raid message. If you're new here, hi. I'm Soleil Fenley, your Kitsune Mafia boss with a horrible boba addiction. Use second chance life to get eventual conversions by the government capitalist profit. If you enjoyed today's stream, feel free to do exclamation point socials in the chat. And you can find me at or find me at finley.co, and you can see all of my links to my YouTube, my Twitter, and other places where I exist. And you can also join the Discord where you can yap with all these other silly little fops that I love and appreciate so much, and I definitely want to kiss, and love and fuck. That's right. You're next, bitch. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I will see y'all tomorrow at 2 p.m. for Batman. Hopefully my PC works, okay? Bye-bye. I love y'all. Bye-bye.